Broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Just 3 are undefeated after Mississippi State got beat yesterday. 3 undefeateds in the nation. And the Lobos are one of them after a win last night in the pit, 94-63 over Prairie View A&M. A dominating, terrific defensive performance with 14 block shots. Lobos are 12-0. They complete the non-conference portion of their schedule undefeated. They are off to the second best start in the history of UNM men's basketball. Lobos are pretty good. Good morning to you. Merry Wednesday of Christmas week. Opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Good day. Are you Floridian yet? You paying taxes?
What it do? One more day. One more day.
How you liking your Florida vacation? I mean work trip.
Not too bad.
Work trip. I know.
It's of the trips so far, it's been probably the smoothest one. Got a big game today against Mississippi State, and then back just in time for the Arctic Blast tomorrow.
Lobo women win, as you heard J.J. Buck describe it to you yesterday afternoon, 74-57 over Old Dominion. They will play Mississippi State later today, 10:30 this morning here on these Sports Animals when J.J. will crack the mic from it looked like a rec center with like open windows and lights coming in, and but we'll get into that. I don't know how much of the men's game you saw. Did you see any of it last night?
I did watch the game last night.
Pretty impressive, huh? 5 guys in double figures. They are a steady defensive team. They are a steady offensive team. Everybody got a run at it last night. They beat a team that was scuffling, but a team in Prairie View A&M, JJ, that had beaten Washington State and Northwestern, 2 power conference teams, but was scuffling of late, having lost 5 in a row. I look up and down, and I see Jamal Mashburn with 17 points and very steady. I see 10 and 9 assists for Jalen House, 13 points and 6 rebounds for KJ Jenkins. Up and down the list, 14 for Donovan Dent. A really, really good effort by what's turning into a really, really good team.
Yeah, there was zero doubt in my mind about this game. I know there was so much talk about the game before Christmas. Prairie View A&M is not good. And they're a team that's undermanned. They don't have the size to keep up. Their starting point guard was out. So that's what should have happened last night. Even in the game before Christmas, is the Lobos are that much better from top to bottom. Go out there, handle your business, be undefeated, get everyone fired up for conference play, and enjoy the holidays.
And that they should. Next up, it'll be Colorado State, and it'll be league play, and then it ratchets up to a different level. But I don't know how you would look at non-conference play and any other way than say absolute success for a program where they were a year ago and certainly 2 years ago to be undefeated in non-conference play. And you can talk to me about the schedule, and that's fine. I mean, was it the hardest? Was it the most challenging non-conference schedule we've ever seen? It wasn't, but there were challenges on there. And then 2 of them were taken away with the New Mexico State series being taken away this year. But going to St. Mary's and winning, going to SMU and winning, the Iona game at home, they did what they had to do. And look, JJ, where they were, I mean, heck, 2 years ago, where they were last year. This was really tough last year. They had no bigs. And if they stay healthy, this team is an NCAA tournament team.
Yeah, the thing that you can hang your hat on for the Lobos in the schedule is that 3 of the 4 wins that you're pointing at right now came away from the pit. So 2 true road wins, a good neutral site game against San Francisco, and then the Iona victory. So that bodes well for the resume. Their non-conference strength of schedule wasn't great, but their best wins on it came away from the pit, so that is going to help them this season.
All right, here's what we're doing for you today. 505-246-0610. That's how to get to us. That's the 377 Brewery hotline. It is also our text line, 505-246-0610. Your emails will come in this morning. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com on the Twitter, _JJ Buck. You can watch the show. Adrian's producing this morning on ProView Networks on our Facebook page, the OD in the AM, also on Comcast Channel 26. It is signing day. College football players will be signing letters of intent all over the country. Danny Gonzalez will be with us tomorrow at 9 o'clock. 7:15 this morning, not necessarily to talk about signing day, but they're leaving for Detroit tomorrow. Jerry Kill, New Mexico State's head football coach, will be with us. We'll talk about the Aggies' preps for their bowl game. They play Bowling Green on Monday in the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, Ford Field. So we're going to talk to Jerry about that, the preparations, and kind of get some general thoughts maybe in regards to where they are on signing day. So looking forward to catching up with Jerry before they get going. We'll get into some of the Lobo stuff, some of the local guys who are signing with UNM. But it's certainly a big day, and I know the future and we were talking transfer portal and everything else, but it's a big deal right now. I don't know. The Aggies have been affected. I think they've got a punter in the transfer portal, but I don't think they've been affected very much by it now. They're playing in a bowl game, and what will happen after the bowl game, I guess we'll see how many guys will be in there, if any. But as of now, I don't think they've been very, very affected by the portal.
Yeah, I think that's 5-6 guys probably in the portal right now for them.
Okay. All right. Lobo women yesterday, 74-57. Pretty impressive game for them. I know this was one that Bradbury felt they kind of had to have, didn't he?
Yeah, especially with Mississippi State on deck today. Used a 16-0 run in the fourth quarter to pull away. They did a good job. It was a game that didn't have a lot of rhythm to it. There were kind of spurts each way, but it was a tough game. Lobos got a 7-point lead at halftime. Old Dominion made a run in the third quarter, and then just a dominant fourth quarter for the Lobos to get a convincing victory against ODU. So you're feeling good, and just take all the confidence you can against the Mississippi State team. That's really good. It's long. That's athletic. That feels like they're going to be like an underdog in the SEC. They were picked 5th in the preseason poll, so it should be a interesting one in the gym today.
Isn't that a team that played for a national championship like 2 years ago?
2018, yep.
2018, like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it seems sooner than that, but still 4 years ago. They get a shot? I mean, did the women have a shot? Mississippi State, just they're a lot bigger, right?
Yeah, they have their starting center 6'5", and their best offensive player. And you can just dump it down into the post. They're shooting almost 50% from the floor. So this was going to be a really interesting game for the Lobos because there's an opponent on Mississippi State's schedule, and it was Colorado State that went to Starksville, and it was a 71-66 game. So one of my questions is going to be not only what happened in the 2 losses for Mississippi State, but how did Colorado State make that a game, and what can the Lobos do today?
All right. So, JJ will have that call. It's 10:30 pregame show and 11 o'clock tip from, what town is it again in Florida? You're in Odessa. You're outside Tampa. What town?
It's bouncing around the burbs. Newport Richie.
In Newport. Oh, that's, of course. How do I know?
Yeah.
Newport Richie. Is it like Newport-Richie?
I don't know, man, but it is wild because one of the neighborhoods you drive past, they have airplane parking.
In the hood?
No, it is not the hood.
No,
it is
in their hood they have airport parking?
Oh, yes.
Like
I was
right
like,
there?
whoa.
No, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
No,
their personal plane
Sorry,
garages to a
vernacular.
runway in the neighborhood.
Yeah. No, I wasn't considering it like the hood. If they're parking their planes right there, I kind of understand. In the Nate, which I
It's like,
sorry,
who
in the
does
neighborhood?
this? What kind of thing? Who does this?
I guess there's a little gelt down there. That's good. You talked Mississippi State. Chris Jansen's men's team lost to Drake yesterday, 58-52. They were up 31-23 at halftime, and Drake came back and beat them in Lincoln, Nebraska. So that's the first loss for Mississippi State. Leaves only Connecticut, Purdue, and New Mexico as undefeated teams in America. How big of a deal is it? And the Lobos aren't even ranked yet. How big of a deal is it, do you think, for UNM to be ranked? Because I think it's a deal. I think it's a deal that they're one of the last 3 undefeated. I think there's something to it, and I know that UConn is undefeated. They're ranked second in the country in the coaches poll and in the AP poll. Purdue is, are they even ranked? They got to be ranked. If Purdue's undefeated, I got to believe they're ranked. And New Mexico's not. But JJ, I think it's kind of a deal that they are still undefeated going into conference play.
It's a huge deal, and Purdue is the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking. I was looking further down the list. I'm like, why don't I see Purdue? All right, because they're 1 and 2. So the other two undefeated are 1 and 2, and the third undefeated is in the polls. Yeah.
And that's the thing. You saw yesterday the graphic pop up on TV. It was Purdue, UConn, and New Mexico, the only undefeated teams. Top 25. Your name pops up on TV. That stuff matters to the fan base. It trends on social media. You share the post. You'll talk about it. And Rich Pitino is right. Like, it matters for the program. The team can focus on KenPom, the net ranking stuff to build the resume. Top 25 is for the fans and also for your players, because they'll retweet things. They'll put it up there on social media. They'll tell their friends, like, hey, we're a top 25 team now, man. That will absolutely matter and resonate for the fan base.
I think so, too. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little football. Aggies are going to Detroit. Good morning, Anne-Marie, by the way. How are you
Good
today?
morning. I'm great.
Happy signing day.
Happy signing day.
Yeah, it's a big deal for a lot of people.
Big day.
We are going to catch up with Jerry Kill, the New Mexico State football coach. It's signing day, and I don't know how much detail he can get into, whatever they've got that's already come across. But his team is leaving early tomorrow morning, on a charter to go to Detroit to take part in the Quick Lane Bowl against Bowling Green. And we'll check in with him on preps and what he can tell us about signing day. We'll do all that coming up next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
How wrestling really works.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets. because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
As if there's really still fax machines. Well, maybe there are. Maybe they just dust them off in every football office in America, and they use fax machines. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. I'm looking at what the Aggies have put out already. They've signed an inside linebacker from Denver. They've signed an inside linebacker from Chicago, a safety out of Texas as they start to come in today. And the Aggies are going to load up tomorrow morning and head out to Detroit to play Bowling Green in the Quick Lane Bowl. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. We'll welcome back into the program in his first year as head coach at New Mexico State. Jerry Kill joins us. Good morning, Jerry. How you living?
I'm living good. I'm above dirt.
Yeah, that's always a bonus, isn't it? Hey, a lot going on, and real quick on signing day. I know you can't do specifics until they all come in, but what are you expecting as far as a class? How'd recruiting go, and are you going to fill the needs that you need to fill in signing day today?
Well, we got Dunkin' Donuts here. I got half the administration here, and we're just sitting here looking at computers like we know what we're doing, and trying to get ready for practice. So we got a lot going on, and everybody says they have a great recruiting class, this time of year, and but at the end of the day, until you get them here and get everybody signed, it's one of those things where it's like getting a bunch of paper tigers. They look good on paper, but we need them to look good when they get here and play. So, but I would say recruiting class wise, and this is our only first go around. We got a second go around yet, and we've got some surprises down the pipeline that we're not going to say a whole lot about. But overall, I think it's a very, very good job by our coaches, and we fulfilled a lot of needs.
How'd the process go, Jerry? Did you feel a bump in the last month or so as you started winning games and then got into a bowl game? Did you feel a change and get some guys that maybe you wouldn't have gotten a month and a half ago?
I'm sure that helped us. We certainly were able to sell a lot more things. We still got a lot. We still got a long ways to go and so forth because with some other schools even around here that have been more established, and you still fight the facilities because we've been talking about getting those done, I guess, for years, but we are going to get them done. I can guarantee you that. So it's just, you still fight those things, but relationships are very strong. Our coaches got a lot of relationships, and, I'm old enough to have several, and I would say the recruiting class is, we'll see how it all finishes out. To this point this morning, it's going pretty good. We got 15 committed at this point, and we got quite a few more to go. So we'll see how it all plays out.
All right, and then
we'll just have to see.
Tomorrow, getting on a plane and going to Detroit for the Quick Lane Bowl. It's Jerry Kill. He's the New Mexico State football coach with us on the opening drive.
Well, Jerry, how nice is it to have to change your plans this time of year when you were just focused on recruiting, looking at signing day, and now you've been able to prepare for a bowl game?
Well, I mean, you don't have time to do anything else, keeps you out of trouble, and I'll do it every year. I mean, I've done it for a lot of years, and this one's pretty sweet because it's for a bunch of kids that hung in there when things weren't going their way. They bought into a new coaching staff. So everybody wants to take credit for it. There's only one group that needs to take credit for it, it's kids. You know, the kids are the one that done it. The kids are the one that got us here. And, you know, I know they're all excited about going to a bowl game. Now we need to not be too excited and go play good.
What kind of game is it going to be against Bowling Green for your team?
Well, you know, what kind of game is it going to be is, you know, it's hard to say in bowl games. You know, you just don't know what's going to happen. You know, you look at the bowl games, and I think San Jose got beat last night. You know, Liberty lost again. You know, you just don't know what's going to happen in bowl games because, you know, it comes down to who's prepared the best and who wants it the most. Maybe who wants it the most. And so I know Bowling Green's going to be ready. They need to win. We need to win. It should be a good football game.
How were the preps this week? Did you, or the last 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I guess, really? Did you focus more on this bowl game? I know a lot of coaches use it to focus on future and get guys reps that maybe they haven't been able to practice and get some of the young guys some love. How do you approach this whole thing?
Well, you know, the great thing, we do things a little different here in practice. And we don't have anybody stand on the sideline. I guess you can throw the kickers out there and I scream at them to do something, but the rest of us are all moving, working, and getting reps. And, you know, our backups have been getting as many reps as our first team. So, and then the backups for that. So all our kids are involved in what we're doing. And, yeah, it's a time to develop your young players, but you also got to get ready for the bowl game. So it's a twofold deal.
Jerry Kill, New Mexico State's football coach, with us for a few more minutes. You said bowl games are a lot about who wants it more. And I think that's 100% right. I've been doing this game, running a bowl game for 17 years, and almost always I could tell you who's going to win just by being around the teams all week. Do you feel your team wants it enough? And I obviously they want to win, but is this more reward or is this more a business trip for them?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. I think anytime you get to a bowl game, it's a reward. But, you know, at the same time, we're not, all I've talked about is, you know, we got to go up there. We're going to be, you know, only team on, you know, that day playing, and you're going to be playing and millions and millions of people watching. And, you know, so our kids are fired up about playing. If I'm scared about anything, they'll be too fired up and nervous and all that stuff. And so I got to make sure I keep the composure and make sure they're not too ready and get nervous and then not perform well. So I didn't question whether they'll be ready. It's how if they're too ready.
Hey, Jerry, you talk about trying to get in the head of a student athlete and get them prepared for something. How much of it is just the experience of it all and being at this point in the season, seeing them respond early in the year, going through those early battles, that some of that is the light just clicking for them as opposed to what you have to keep harping on?
I think, you know, we've probably been we played a very difficult schedule. I don't know how many people played 3 Power 5s. And, you know, we were 0-4. That's how far these teams come. And that shows their character and their belief in the coaches and so forth. But, you know, as far as, you know, the question you asked is that I just think that, you know, there's been the differences in where we're at right now. We play pretty good defense most of the time. You can see that statistical compared to a year ago. But I think the emergence of what we've been doing is ball, which we didn't catch the ball early. And our quarterback has been very accurate and played very well. And so those two places we need to get a lot better at, and for us to throw better, we've had to protect a little bit better. So the offense improved the last 4 or 5 ball games, and that's the difference. And the last 3 games, I guess, that's been the difference.
Hey, Jerry, I'm listening to coaches, and I'm watching everybody work the transfer portal, and the transfer portal is a two-way sword, right? Or double-edged sword, guys coming and going. Have you, been affected much by players entering? Because I haven't seen a lot. And how has the transfer portal worked for you as you've been working towards signing day-to-day and recruiting your next class?
Oh, we need to hire about 10 more guys since there's 1,000 people in it.
Right.
But, the transfer portal is used by us as if we know somebody there. And I'm not going to just take a kid. We're going to call a coach. We're going to do our homework, and I think that's the most important thing. I can't go into a lot of detail about that, but I guess we like to do a mixture of high school, portal, and JC kids, and have a good balance of all that. And we did a pretty good job of that last year. We're going to lead a little bit more to the portal and JUCO area a little bit more here early, but we've also got some guys in high school that are very productive. So I think it's going to be pretty balanced when it all watches out of here. But then everybody's got to understand we got dead period. We got 3 or 4 more weeks, and like I said, there'll be surprises down that pipeline.
Yeah.
So that will be good for us. So I think that once everybody sees what we've done and so forth, we've improved in about every area at this point in time. We'll see how it closes out here, but there's a couple. There's some big links still left out there to see what happens.
Right on. All right, safe travels to Detroit. We'll be watching on Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, the Monday. We'll be watching on Monday. Have a Merry Christmas in Detroit. You're going to get to spend it all together and play in an NFL stadium. Be the only bowl game on TV that day. It's a big deal for this program. I know you're excited. Good luck with the trip, with the bowl game, and obviously with signing day today. And always appreciate the conversation. We'll catch up with you next week when it's all said and done.
Well, I really appreciate your coverage throughout the year. You guys do an outstanding job, and you've helped us. And I can't tell you in my first year what a first class group you guys are. And good luck to everybody there, and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Jerry. Safe travels. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Jerry Kill, head football coach at New Mexico State. He sounds like any coach on signing day, right? And we've had this conversation, you and I, for, 17 years we've been together. That no coach has had a crummy signing day, right? Never. But he gets it. And it sounds like he's pretty confident there's some things coming down the line. They're going to a bowl game, and he feels things are pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, because this day used to be the buzz. Is you locked in your class, you presented it to everyone, and then you moved on to next season. And that's not the case anymore, because with the transfer portal wide open, this day is the first official day, but there's so much more that's going to go on into this spring with these rosters across the nation.
Yeah. All right, you can respond to that, 505-246-0610 or 888-922-0610. We'll keep track on the trackers and who's signing and what guys got. I mean, read a bunch of names to you. They're not going to mean much, obviously. But, as the Lobos and Aggies fill holes today and put it out on their socials, we'll keep an eye on that and do the best we can for that. Danny Gonzalez will be with us tomorrow. That'll be 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to talk about the Lobos signing class. Business owners, you get it. Computers, network, and remote access are vital to your business and how it operates. Then there's hackers, and hackers threaten everything about your business. ABQ IT provides state-of-the-art cybersecurity, and more business owners realize that's a necessary part of protecting your data. ABQ IT created a business model that gives you peace of mind. Knowing your system is secure, they will watch for any activity that's malicious and protect your operation, keep it working efficiently, and best of all, they do it at one predictable cost. You get several bills currently, one from an internet provider, one from a cybersecurity company, another when you buy new equipment. With ABQ IT, there's no hourly rate or labor billing, no hidden fees or out-of-scope charges. Your rate will be predictable. It will not change. Business owners get a free assessment from ABQ IT, and don't worry about computer problems again. Go online. Visit them at abq-it.com. That's abq-it.com.
We're all moving a little. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Young, here's one up off the rim. Jarek Dudal with that shot, and Mask underneath. Defense is not there in time. Good move by Justin Mask.
Well, first.
Nice pass. That's working that flex offense right there. And there's another timeout for Coach Bardella.
Montez scans the scene, finds the corner, shot is up. Ooh, there's another one. Aris, that's 9 for Aris as she's hit.
And Coach Segura said there have been some injuries on preps as far as the players, so maybe playing zone right now.
Fights 3 is good. Jackson Fight knocks it down for the left side, from the left side for the Sun Devils. They lead by 10.
They're playing.
A perfect 36 on his ACT composite. Big 3! Carried in by Dylan McCleskey.
Trifectas of her own. Fires it off down low. Campos off the glass, and there it is.
Quick this shot. They got a shot up with 5 seconds. Transition 3 is up, and it's hit at the buzzer by Ian Tonsberg. Picture perfect execution. Ball it hit the ground in 5 seconds.
Ball is stolen away by Montoya. Sartans are on the break. Kalb finds Trujillo. Pump fake. Trujillo was rejected by Terrell. Rebounded by Kalb. Hook shot is up. It's good. 2 points for Brian Kalb.
Go one-on-one, and this is good things usually have. Oh, great.
H.A. Rivera with...
I think the story in this one is the pressure defense that is turned up. They force another turnover. Kalb's on the break.
Throw it down.
Kalb puts it down. Brian Kalb with the dunk in transition.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or
roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. What do I got today? I only get one today? How can that be? The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, Western Kentucky and South Alabama. It's the opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie. What do you expect out of New Mexico State? in the Quick Lane Bowl. Because I mean, in my bowl pick'ems, I picked them to win. I think they're on a roll. I know they're favorites. Not that means anything in bowl games, certainly. But I like the way they're playing. It feels like they've got an opportunity. It feels like they want this opportunity. I know they're going across the country into Bowling Green's hood, basically, right? Up into the upper Midwest. But, I mean, I'll take them.
Yeah, they're a team that you expect them to still ride the momentum from the end of the season. You said they haven't lost a lot of players at this point in time. The focus is going to be there, the hunger, the want, and that's what you got to look for into these bowl games is who's playing, who's starting, who wants to be there. And I think this is going to be a good, close, entertaining bowl game. And leaning the Aggies, I think it's the right pick right now.
Yeah. Gopher says, I'm taking the Aggies. Jeff, as bad as San Jose State looked yesterday, you can see what the Spartans checked out of playing Jerry Kill's team. I'm taking the mighty Aggies to win in Detroit Stadium in front of a crowd of 50. Okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about bowling. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I watched a lot of Bowling Green. Kind of looked at a little bit as, bowl season came around. Like I tell you, I know a lot about them. But I love teams that are on a roll. And I think New Mexico State's on a roll. You know, like we had two teams come into our game, both playing well. We got a great game. Both teams wanted to be here. Both teams were into it. Both teams were missing some key players. One the best receiver in the country, or one of them was missing their quarterback. By the way, how about a freshman quarterback making his first start, playing the way Sol-J did in our game?
Biggest thing there, it didn't lose the game.
Huh?
It gave his team a chance.
Oh, it's crazy. All right, big news this morning, and this will get lost maybe, but certainly if you are of a certain age, this resonates greatly to you. Steelers Hall of Fame running back Franco Harris passed away. I know you guys never saw Franco Harris play in person, right? Franco Harris means what to you guys?
Immaculate reception.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's the play. He was as good a running back of that era as there was. And when the Steelers were dominant in the 70s, right, it was Bradshaw and it was Franco Harrison and it was Rocky Bleier and it was Lynn Swann and John Stallworth, and then it was that steel curtain defense. But he was it, man. And he was a stud. He was only 72 years old, but he was there, authored up the Immaculate Reception, which is, I mean, what you guys talked about, and I think that's right. It comes 2 days before the 50th anniversary of that play, which is crazy in its own right. They won 4 Super Bowls. He ran for over 12,000 yards, and it was a dynasty. Him and Terry Bradshaw and those guys. But the Immaculate Reception is what he'll always be remembered for, and that will live forever. But I guess he was always a stalwart in the Pittsburgh area. I know a bunch of people that he showed up at events, and Franco Harris. Franco Harris was football back in that day. He was, the Steelers were kind of it. Steelers, Cowboys, Raiders. I mean, it was really kind of it, the deal. And when you win 4 rings, man. I mean, you know how hard it is to win 1, right? When you win 4, that's something. So, that happened this morning, and rest in peace, certainly, to Franco Harris, because he was one of the all-time greatest that ever not only played that position, but there was in the National Football League. And I don't know, just resonated in a different way, certainly, than many other people did. So if you want to get into that, you can. If you've got Franco Harris memories, you can talk about that. We're here for that at 505-246-0610. All right. Did you catch any of Aaron Rodgers on McAfee yesterday? He does his regular Tuesday on McAfee and talking about retiring and not retiring in next year and receivers. Did you catch any of it?
What were the highlights for you?
Well, first of all, McAfee's got the greatest thing going with his buddyship with Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean, the whole world waits for what Aaron Rodgers is going to say to McAfee on Tuesday. He's not going anywhere, I don't think. I mean, he's making $59 million next year. Now, how'd you like to make over $1 million a week?
Be pretty nice.
He's not going anywhere. He said it's been fun to watch these receivers grow. I don't know. He sounded to me like a guy who's not going anywhere. And he said, he's going to see how he feels, whether he wants to retire and that sort of thing, which is kind of what he says all the time. What I heard is, because there's been so much less criticism of the receivers, what I'm hearing as I read between the lines is I'm hearing a little bit of, I'm watching these guys grow and I'm getting more comfortable, and I kind of want another year with these guys.
Yeah, this comes down to the Green Bay Packers. They're going to have to make the decision if they want out early on Aaron Rodgers. It comes down to them because he's coming back for that money. He's telling you right now. He's telling you in the future, regardless of what offseason debate and weird thing he's going to try on his next vacation, that he's still focused on playing quarterback. And so if the Packers want to know what they have in Jordan Love, that's going to be them having to make that decision because Aaron Rodgers is sticking around the length of this contract.
No, I think that's right. And Jordan Love, just got drafted by the wrong team. I don't know if Jordan Love could have been a great quarterback or not. But if he's ever going to get a chance, I think it's going to be somewhere else. What do they do with him? Do they pick up his 5th year?
I think you have to. At this point, just keep him around as at least your backup quarterback.
Yeah. All right, Sheldon, you want to talk about Franco Harris. Good morning, Sheldon.
Hey, good morning, guys.
How's it?
Hey, I just want to say about, that, like you said, that the whole Franco Harris thing, but I was growing up in the 70s. I was a Cowboys fan, so, even to this day, I cannot stand to watch the Steelers on TV. But, I got to give him his props because he was always there. And they handed him the ball, and I just knew it, he's going to get those yards. But, that's what makes the sport great today is because of those players back then. But I just wanted to give the props to Franco Harris and his passing. So thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Sheldon. He was a stud. He was just a flat-out stud. Tough runner. Could get out on the sides deceptively fast. Not a burner by any means. But it's amazing how he was able to get separation when he got out on the edge. But running between the tackles and just tough as nails. And just really defined that era of football. He really did. He defined that team, that city, that era, that dynasty. I don't know who you all think about when you think of the Steel Curtain. For those of you of that ilk, of that age, do you think of Bradshaw first? Do you think of Swan and Stallworth? Do you think of Jack Lambert? Do you think of Mel Blount, or do you think of Franco? Maybe the answer is a bunch of the above. I don't know. But when you think of the Steel Curtain and that, right there were. By the way, what happened to those great nicknames? Steel Curtain, Purple People Eaters, Doomsday Defense, right? What happened to those? What's the best? Is there a nickname for our defense now? Is there the latest one was the Legion of Boom? That was good, right? That was good. What happened to those days? You got one now?
That was the last good one.
Right, it was, right?
Yeah.
Is there even one right now a bad one right now?
No.
Who's the best defense in the NFL?
49ers.
Okay. I'll give you that, as much as that hurts.
That hurt, Jeff. I felt it.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
But give me a cute nickname for him. You got one? They're and those there's
the Bay Boys.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work. The Steel
Gold
Curtain
Rush.
Worked, right?
I don't know.
The Monsters of the Midway.
Yeah.
The Purple People Eaters. The Fearsome Foursome. The Bay Boys? It's probably not going to go in there.
It sounds like a failed Beach Boys and Tim.
100% it does.
That's what Jeff wants it to sound like.
That's what I want it to look like.
Yeah, that's what you want it to look like.
Hell, what it sounds
like.
Wait, I thought we were getting the Beach Boys. No, you're getting the Bay Boys.
No, you're getting the Bay Boys. That's right. All right. But if you want to get on Franco, you can. We've got some NFL news for you as we go forward. Lobos win last night, 94-63 in the pit. 5 players in double figures. The Lobos had 14 block shots, are off to the second best start in school history. Will be 12-0 going into conference play. That's a deal, boys and girls. If you were at the pit last night, want to hear from you about the way they looked, how you feel about your club now going into conference play. We'll do that at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. You can also send us text to that number as well. Aaron Jones and International Protective Service, Watch My Home. IPS, you see their vehicles, you see their officers all around town. Why do so many people trust IPS? Because they are really, really good at what they do. Highly trained armed guards, 24-hour patrols, protect what it is that you've worked so hard to build. The bad guys are out there, unfortunately, in increasing numbers. The good guys' numbers are dwindling. There's an officer shortage. That's why I called IPS a long time ago to have them protect my home. Literally come by every day. Last night, I got a thing on my Ring doorbell. I'm like, who's here? Looked out. Oh, it's IPS. They're just checking out my place. You go away, holiday time, they'll pick up newspapers, packages, roll garbage cans to the curb and back, give your home that lived-in look, and if your alarm goes off, they're there within 5 to 7 minutes with armed, trained security personnel. Call IPS. It's affordable private security. Give them a call at 505-897-2420. That's 505-897-2420 or online at ipsglobal.com.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers, they maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures.
All right, ton going on. A lot of you want to respond to Franco Harris situation. Text line Chris says, Jeff, I was a huge Oiler fan and despised the Steelers. They broke my heart many a times. But I respected the hell out of them for the style of football they played. Franco Harris was the Derrick Henry back in the day. That's good. I'll go with that. He kind of was. 505-246-0610. Good morning, Tony.
I hate Carlos Correa.
Yeah, we haven't got
I
there
hate
yet.
him.
12,
I hate him
12
so
years,
much.
315
You know,
million.
what's again, guys strike out on big name free agents. First it was Giancarlo Stanton, then it was Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge. Now this fool. It's like, how come nobody wants to play in San Francisco?
I don't know. I thought they were. How did they screw this one up? First of all, they had
something about his physical,
Yeah.
and there was like something in like the wording for his physical that he didn't really agree with. Like, don't you think he would have seen this first when he first got his contract? Not like almost a week later.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, you would think.
You know, and it's just like how do the rich keep getting richer? San Diego and the Dodgers keep getting, you know, all these other players and everything. And
Dodgers
and
lost everybody. Dodgers
San
have lost Bellinger. They lost Justin Turner. They lost Trey Turner.
Yeah, but when you got Muncy, when you got they did get a little. They did get worse.
Yeah, they
you
lost
know, but a lot of the Dodgers, what they have is homegrown talent. That I mean, they get those guys. They remind me a lot of like the Oakland A's with the Oakland A's farm system. Oakland A's farm system used to be so amazing, and just like Dodgers, you know, Bellinger came up through there, Muncy and Will Smith, all them. So, but I'm just like, man, I heard it this morning. I was like, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the face of the franchise, which to me, honestly, they overpaid. I would have much rather them taken or try to sign Dansby Swanson and Carlos Rodon. I would have taken those two over because their combined money would have been still a little bit less. Because Dennis Swanson signed for like 180, and Rodon signed for 160. I would have taken both of those instead of Carlos Correa, but this is just ridiculous. Something's got to be done.
Giant fans cranky. Look at you.
I know.
You know I like
my
it.
pumpkin spice latte doesn't even help this morning,
I
man.
like you a lot, but I love when Giant fans cranky.
Have a good day, man.
See ya. Carlos Correa, 12 years, JJ, $315 million. It's a little over $26 million a year. That's $1 million every 2-week paycheck. Pretty good living.
It is, and you got to look at these contracts. These are not 11, 12-year deals. These are 30-year contracts. And that's how these teams are able to do this. They're not just saying, hey, we're going to spend the next 10 years paying Carlos Correa $300-some-odd million. Now you're going to spend the next 30 to 35 years paying that dude that much money. Because Bobby Bonilla, all these contracts, like that's the way these things end. They end with you agreeing to pay the dude for the rest of their life when it's all said and done.
Well, I mean, however it is, I mean, it's pretty good living, isn't it?
It's very good. The Mets are over $800 million in contracts given out this offseason.
It's insanity. And are they going to be that good? I think they've got a nice young core. They've got they got some old pitching now. I think they'll be all right. But holy smokes, man. How much did you tell me? How much money?
Dude likes to spend money. He owns a team now.
Yeah. Right.
Let's go.
Bruin James, good morning. Hi, James.
Good morning. My condolences to all Pittsburgh fans. You know, Michael Harris was, he was a class act. Even though the Immaculate Reception should have been called by the referees. Two players can't touch the ball at the same time. And along with the tuck rule. So
should have had a
anyway, my condolences to them. But anyway, to another part of sports yesterday, the Bruins knocked it out of the park yesterday with recruiting, both porthole recruiting and high school recruiting. I got to say, it was one of our better days yesterday. Got the 5-star out of Michigan. He flipped from Oregon to UCLA, which is, because it's crazy because of the, to get into UCLA, you have to have a 3.0. You have to have good grade point average, and it isn't it's in a richier part of the town, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of expensive to be there. But anyway, we knocked it out of the park. I'm happy. We did good, and
I gotta go.
Bruins.
All right, see ya. Go Bruins. Go signing day. We're going to talk high school stuff coming up at 8:30 with Sebastian Noel. Hit on some of the locals that are signing. It's the opening drive. Marie's producing on radio. Adrian on TV. It's me and JJ Buck on 95.9 FM and AM 650 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For 5 years running, this is the opening drive with three-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
Lobos Lobos victors last night. Win 94-63 in the pit. One of only 3 teams in America undefeated at this point in the season. Them, Purdue, and UConn. Purdue number 1, UConn number 2. Lobos, I mean, why would they be ranked? It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Amory, Adrian, glad you're with us on a signing day. JJ's in beautiful Florida. Lobo women will play Mississippi State today here on the Sports Animal, coming up at 10:30. 11 o'clock tip-off, 10:30 pregame after winning 74-57. And I got to believe they're feeling pretty good. They've been down in Florida for 3-4 days, win a game, and heading back today for the holidays, and a pretty good showing for them yesterday.
Yeah, big fourth quarter run to pull away. Coach Bradbury said that was probably the best. They followed the defensive game plan all season long, which they're going to have to do once again today against Mississippi State to somehow, some way have a chance against a really good basketball team that he thinks is just as talented, maybe even more talented than Arizona this season. You know, Arizona's still a top 20 team. They're 9-1 overall, so a stiff test. But yesterday is the game that you wanted to get because of the 3 teams here, Old Dominion, New Mexico, pointing at each other, going, "Hey, we're going to beat you," and then see what happens against Mississippi State.
Yeah, what was? Do you feel like they're getting better? League play starts when they get back from the break. Do you feel like they're getting better? It was a rough start to the season, and I know you said this was like a Mountain West team that they played yesterday. Do you still feel that way, by the way?
Yes. It was a really good fourth quarter for the Lobos to win by the margin that they did. I don't think this team has as high of a ceiling as last year's squad, because when you could throw out Magruder and Tony Anderson, De La Cerda, and Duff Sisters, that was a really explosive starting lineup. But I do believe that they'll be competitive in the Mountain West. It's a bit of a different style basketball team, as we're seeing. And I think the young players emerging has been big, because that's something under Mike Bradbury we haven't seen a lot of. And Anaya Ogman, the sophomore, has morphed into the backup point guard. She's playing a lot of productive minutes. Vianney Cumber, if she's on in the right matchup, she can be really productive. So this team, while I don't know if I'm feeling Mountain West regular season champions, competitive and confident with them going to Vegas into this season if they stay on this path.
All right, we've also been remembering the life of Franco Harris. He passed away this morning, 72 years old. Edward, good morning to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Edward.
Well, good morning.
Hello.
You know, a couple of days away from a great holiday, and wishing you guys tidings and goodwill. A-lister who attended one of the greatest games in the history of the NFL. She sent me a couple of messages. It was enlightening and entertaining. And I told her to sit there in those games, you walk out of there kind of stunned. I went to the Super Bowl when the Patriots were 18-0, and it took a miracle for that team to get beat. Probably the best team ever in the history of the NFL. It took a miracle, and that's exactly what happened, especially after Asante Samuel dropped an interception, and there was 5 holding calls on that camera catch, but that were not called, but it's okay. And I was telling her the whole stadium walked out stunned. Like, even Giants fans were stunned. And it was in Scottsdale or Glendale that year, and the whole vibe was just interesting. Hey, Franco Harris, my boss in college was from Altoona, and he was a huge Steelers fan. He told me a story about Harris, which amazing player, all-time great. People feared him. because he also went to Penn State. He said on that miraculous reception that after the play, the referees went to the sideline and they got on with whoever they were communicating with and said, how much security do you have in this stadium? And they communicated and they raised their hand and said, touchdown. Because there was actually conversation after that play with your previous caller that was an illegal play. And so it might be folklore, but my old boss swears by that, and I think it's a great story and just a crazy play. The tuck rule, as people always allude to, was called 6 times that specific year and was called correctly by letter of the law. It looked weird, but it was actually called against the Patriots. But I always tell Raiders fans, you were the 3 seed that year. Pittsburgh would have taken you apart in the AFC title game, and the Rams would have taken you apart even worse in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, you got an unfortunate call. You would have lost those subsequent games. There's no doubt in my mind. So let that stew in for a while. Yesterday, I sent you a note, the current state of athletics. Pittsburgh's quarterback, I think his name's, or UNC's quarterback, Drake, I forgot his last name. He was offered, the coach comes out and says, he was offered, Drake May, UNC's quarterback, was offered $5 million to transfer. And I said to you guys, ask for 10. Ask for 10 million. You have leverage now. If they're willing to offer you 5 to transfer to another university, then offer 10. And or ask for 10, because now you have leverage. And business, as we all know, is quite often about leverage. So I just think it's interesting. I think it's a precipice for things to come, and it's going to spin way out of control. But that's okay, because sometimes chaos creates good things. Thank you for letting me share my thoughts. Rest in peace, Franco Harris. Steelers have a great organization. They consistently win. And, I hope him good wishes to him and to his family. Have a great day, guys.
See you. So it was on the Pony Express, Andrew Filipponi, JJ, tweeted out yesterday the Pitt head coach, Pat Narduzzi, says that he's heard 2 schools offered UNC quarterback Drake May $5 million to transfer. Won't say who, but he knows who. $5 million to transfer, plus whatever you're going to make in your NIL deal. And look, I don't even know what's legal anymore. Like I don't know. I mean, I thought NIL was supposed to be you use your name, image, and likeness because for to help endorse somebody and you get paid for your name, image, and likeness. It is pay to play now, and I mean, he said it's going to get out of control. Going to get out of control. Going to get. I'm like I don't know. Do you find that to be out of control?
What Edwards said was right. Out of the chaos, something has to happen. Because they have to figure out, do they want this to be salary capped? Do they just want this to be who can put the biggest collectives together? Do they want to allow the schools to be involved? Because something has to happen where there's just a little more uniformity in this. The players are still going to get theirs. But how do you want to have this happen? Because Mac Brown was talking about it. And it's weird that, it's not weird. I know why Pat Narduzzi is all upset because his best player went to USC, wide receiver last year, so he went through this mess, so he's screaming about it. But what will come out of the chaos right now is the major question. Is this salary capped? Is this unsalary capped? Who do you want controlling this when things are so different state by state for a lot of the NIL laws for college athletics, because this is pay to play right now.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. If you're $5 million to come over and play, and then we're gonna, whatever we're gonna pay you annually, and again, good for the student athletes who are getting compensated. But how do you legislate it? Where do you legislate it? Should you legislate it? Like, I think what I'm hearing from Edward is let it go, man. Let it get out of control, and it'll be the survival of the fittest. And with all due respect, probably around here we're not the fittest.
No, not when it comes to football. That's for sure.
Not when it comes to basketball either, man.
No, but there's still going to be opportunities. There's more opportunities for basketball because it's smaller rosters. If you're successful, that's going to have a better impact than football. Football is just an entirely different beast right now than the game of college basketball. And I don't know what the right direction is to go with it, because all these coaches seem to have a different idea because they don't want to get too upset about it because they know it benefits them. Well, like, they're frustrated. Pat Narduzzi speaking out. Of course, North Carolina coach Mac Brown potentially losing his star freshman quarterback. Mm-hmm. They're frustrated, but they know that it benefits them. So it's a weird area for a lot of these coaches to be in, trying to figure out how to wrap your head around it. And this is also the evolution of the NCAA. They got a new president coming in. He's a businessman. And this is the way you have to look at it. Yes, there's a student side. You got your scholarship. That stuff matters. You still got to go to Class 2 be eligible. But now the athletes, these conferences, these programs, it's got to be business-oriented moving forward. And hopefully the NCAA can figure that out to become a presence in their sport that they're supposed to help.
Well, again, it comes down to who, right? Who's in control? Who's in charge? The conferences and really the SEC is leading and the Big Ten are leading the charge right now. That's where the power is. That's where the money is. And who? And what do you want to happen? I mean, you can argue when I ask you all the time, who are we doing this? I mean, are the student athletes benefiting right now? A lot of the student athletes are definitely benefiting from this. And where's this going to – look, I don't know how this is going to end and how it's going to evolve, but it's gnarly right now. It's gnarly. And it shows you it's not only the group of 5 schools who are getting rated, right? Like UNM and everybody's, oh, my goodness. UNC's got a lot of money now. The University of North Carolina is not one of those poor, has-been, never-was schools. University of North Carolina's got a lot of money. And their quarterback's getting plucked. And I wonder what's going on in the collective there. Are they trying to keep him? Are they trying to raise $6 million? And how is that sustainable every year? How are you doing that every single year?
Because it's not a model that makes sense. It's just, hey, we have a couple people with a lot of money that really like sports that are going to invest in this, and their only benefit is they get to be a huge part of the athletic department. But that's what gets those people going that donate that much money to these athletic departments is they get to be a de facto member of everything and be a star on the sidelines. And it's like, hey, I'm controlling the roster, but it is not sustainable at all.
All right, we'll go to the phones when we get back. 505-246-0610. Sebastian Noel's coming up at 8:30 this morning. It is high school, a big day for high schools. Athletes, many of them are signing letters of intent to play college athletics somewhere. So we'll talk to him. Coming up at 8:30, the number to get in is 505-246-0610. Holiday season, as you well are aware, Christmas is days away. You're wondering what to get for everyone else. Don't forget you. Take care of you this holiday season. Feel better and look better with NuMale. Maybe you're experiencing hair loss, thinning hair. Men and the women, give NuMale a call. They utilize state-of-the-art, clinically proven ways to regrow your hair. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you choose what's best for you, whether it be platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells, deepen your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair, or the FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser proven to regrow hair, or even the NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week, and there's no linear scarring. Men and ladies, call NuMale. Find out what they can do for you at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at NuMale, NuMale.com. And gentlemen, if you are dealing with things like fatigue, depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction, NuMale will help you with that as well. Look better. Feel better this holiday season. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688 or online at NuMale.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
or the ones who go before all others?
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit International Protective Services.
First in clause.
Yep, the sleigh's here.
The sleigh is here, and he is slaying it.
What would you like for Christmas, little girl? JJ's changing the game uniform. Look at that. Check him out. He's in uniform now. Went from the purple medium T-shirt. Look, check out JJ's yoke. Like, where how the short sleeve shirt comes up above the biceps.
Yeah.
Like just
he's been crushing it.
Yeah, he's been crushing it. You ready for? It looks like you're in your uniform, ready for game day, huh?
Yep, changed, ready to go.
Yeah, buddy. All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Lenny's been holding. Good day, sir. How are you?
Fine. I hope you all have a great Christmas and New Year. But condolences with Franco Harris. That's sad that he didn't get to see himself get inducted this Saturday.
Yeah, it would have been the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception.
And I didn't realize he would only been the 3rd Steeler inducted into the Ring of Honor.
It's crazy.
With all the great players they had.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But let's go first now with the Mets and their open checkbook. So is Korea going to be one of those things like with Breeze in Miami, where Miami didn't like his medicals, and then you see what he went on to do with the Saints?
Okay.
And how the Mets felt comfortable enough to sweep in, to give them 1 year less than $35 million. Yes, I disagree with the deal. And how the medicals to them is perceived differently.
Well, that's what's crazy to me is how the Giants He doesn't pass the Giants medical, but hours later, he signs with the Mets and he's fine. Everything's okay. It's nuts to me.
So to me, I think it was the Giants looking for a way out of the contract.
Well, then why get in it?
I don't know. Maybe they just thought after they did it, if they had a chance with the medicals. I mean, they could have gone back to him and said, you know what, we're having a problem with the medicals. Can we reevaluate it? And then if it come back and say, okay, we're still going to do the deal. Can we defer some money because we see this, this, and this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Why go down that
haven't
road?
opened this conversation. I don't know. But the way that they hopped off the contract so quick just raises some issues.
Sorry?
I mean, he signs with the Jets. I mean, he signs with the Mets within
I didn't touch it.
of the deal being pulled.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's just it's just a head scratching thing that they got out of it so quick.
Yeah.
And then the Mets staff just said, okay, that's fine, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, what else you got?
So, no, it's just, I just want to also congratulate you on a great bowl and had the third highest attendance of the weekend. So it was nice to see.
It's a good day, man. It was a really good day. So
I don't have to always come in and rag on different teams. You know, the Jets are playing for their life on Thursday night.
Yes, they are.
The Chargers should have no reason not to win every remaining game.
Yeah, they should be favored, but they are the Chargers. Do you want them to win and keep that coach, or do you want them to kind of get beaten and fix this thing?
No, I want them to win and still get rid of the coach.
Okay, fair enough.
You can do that.
Yeah, you can do both. All right. I think that's
Okay,
the right way.
they have too good of a team that there should not have already be at 10 wins.
Yeah.
And then also, and this is for, producer, the Minnesota Vikings, people just discredit what they're doing, but Kirk Cousins, they're winning because of Kirk Cousins because their defense stinks.
They don't have a good defense, maybe.
They have they with the record they have, and they have scored less points than they've given up.
Yeah, they don't have a
But
good.
you
Well,
don't
but
win
a lot of
10
it's
games with under when you winning by 7 points or less. You don't win 10 games like that if the quarterback can't do it.
Yeah, no, their quarterback is a good functioning quarterback. He plays from behind a lot. He makes big throws at the end, and they win games. Hey, Lenny, have a Merry Christmas. Appreciate you, and we'll talk to you later. All right.
Okay.
See you. You feel different about Kirk has better, worse than he did. By the way, they've scored 2 points more than they've given up. The Vikings
I'm aware.
have 2 points more.
No,
their defense isn't good.
I have felt this way about. I think the same. I feel the same about Kirk. I think we have had a different coach that has brought him up, brought him more confident. He just still has that narrative. Let's see if he can win a big playoff game, which he's won one. But I just want to see what he does in the playoffs.
Who do we? Right now, they get whoever the final AFC playoff team is. Right, that's where they're gonna start out right now. So there would it be? It's Baltimore. They get the Chargers right now. If they started right now, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? AFC. I'm thinking NFC. They would get right now. They would get Washington, but they may end up with Detroit. They may end up with whoever it is. Right, they're going to get the final team. You feel okay with a matchup against Washington, Detroit, Green Bay, whatever that happens to be, Seattle?
Yes.
You should win a game, right?
And also, our defense completely changed this year. Our scheme, 3-4 scheme.
Okay.
So I'm not complaining. No, I'm not using that excuse. Everything changed this year, and I like it. So I'm not saying that our defense hasn't been doing well, but I'm excited to see. It's fun. This coach is fun.
What concerns me is that you can have a half like you had the other night.
Absolutely,
in the
playoffs,
can get
absolutely
down
not.
33 to nothing.
Yeah.
Like why is a team that's 11-3 down 33-0 to Matt Ryan and that team? Why? Exactly.
Any team this year, we've played from behind or just made it really close. So and we can't do that in January.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But I do believe the Vikings can win and go far.
JJ,
they've shown us.
Is the answer the Chargers win and as long as you don't win the Super Bowl, if you can fire Brandon Staley? Bring in Sean Payton to be really good.
This could be a Golden State Warriors situation where like you get a couple wins, but they're like, you know what, we could be better, so let's go get a different coach. I don't think Brandon Staley is as bad as he's been painted out to be, but this team is going to feel at the end of the season if they miss the playoffs for sure.
Well,
but
if they miss the playoff, he's fired for sure.
Yeah, but if they get in, win a game, which I think is possible, if they peak at the right time, they could still make a move, because I'd look at that situation and go like, all right, thank you for getting us here, but we should be better. So, see ya.
Sean Payton's sitting there. If that's where he wants to go, like, there's very few spots right now. If Sean Payton comes knocking on the owner's door and says, "Hey, I'd love to coach that team. I think I can make you better." Like, there's very few spots in the league right now where an owner would say, "Yeah, no, we're good," right? And I mean, Kansas City's one of them. New England, obviously, but after that, how many other places? If Sean Payton says, "I want that job," how many owners are saying, "Nah, we're good"? Maybe the Rams, because they still love McVay.
I think you could get to a decent amount of teams that would be okay with where they are.
More so than having Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Shanahan, maybe. I think most teams would go, all right. And certainly the Chargers are one of them. 100% the Chargers are one of them, right? Cowboys are going to be interesting. What if the Cowboys lose in the first round of the playoffs? Tommy.
Sean Payton going to be the difference?
McCarthy, I think, has done a really nice job this year. As much as
you know what? And Mike McCarthy and Sean Payton aren't that different.
I agree with you.
In their resumes. But Sean Payton has the shine. Like,
he's won one.
Mike McCarthy is like the old Ford, and Sean Payton's like, oh.
And tell me why. How much more has Sean Payton won than McCarthy has? None.
It's the tone. It's the way fans react to each coach. And why is that? That is a great question.
What about Denver, dude? I mean, why isn't that your guy there?
That's on the table. It has to be.
Why isn't that your guy there? I mean, I think we all think Nathaniel Hackett's done, right? There's no way he's coming back, right? That of all the coaching change locks on Black Monday, he's the one, right? Probably been more so than Cliff Kingsbury, right?
Yes.
So all of them, he's the one. That's where you should be looking. All right, are you bouncing, or you got one more segment in you, or what?
Got to check out and get to the arena right now.
Peace out. Maybe we'll talk with you at the arena. JJ's got Lobo women's basketball coming up at 10:30 this morning from beautiful hyphenated city, Florida. What's it called again? Something Richie?
Newport.
Richie.
Pasco Hernando State. We're in Florida.
From that little rec center where I saw the highlights, there's the windows, there's cars driving by on the street, and there's Division I college basketball going on. But
still better than a ballroom.
Yeah, 100%, and I've been there too. Lobo women's basketball against Mississippi State. JJ will have the call coming up at 10:30 pregame show here on the Sports Animal here in about an hour and a half. All right, have a great 2 hours. Have a great call, and we'll see you later. Safe travels home. When we come back, Sebastian Noel's going to be with us, the voice of the people from ProView Networks. We'll talk high school sports as it's signing day today. It's next on the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
This message brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish.
GJ Trout here, and fall fishing in New Mexico.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Young, here's one up off the rim. Jarek Dudahl with that shot, and Mask underneath. Defense is not there in time. Good move by Justin Mask.
Well, first.
Nice pass. That's working that flex offense right there. And there's another timeout for Coach Barella.
Montez scans the scene, finds the corner, shot is up. Ooh, there's another one. Aris, that's 9 for Aris as she's hit.
Hey, Coach Segura said there have been some injuries on preps as far as the players, so maybe playing zone right now.
Fight's 3 is good. Jackson Fight knocks it down for the left side, from the left side for the Sun Devils. They lead by 10.
They're playing.
A perfect 36 on his ACT composite. Big 3! Buried in by Dylan McCleskey.
Trifectas of her own. fires it off down low. Campos off the glass, and there it is.
Quick this shot, another shot up with 5 seconds. Transition threes up, and it's hit at the buzzer by Ian Hoinsberg. Picture perfect execution, ball that hit the ground in 5 seconds.
Ball is stolen away by Montoya. Sartans are on the break. Calb finds Trujillo. Pump fake. Trujillo was rejected by Terrell. Rebounded by Calb. Hook shot is up. It's good. 2 points for Brian Calb.
Go one-on-one, and this is good things usually have. Oh, great.
H.J. Rivera. I think the story in this one is the pressure defense that has turned up. They force another turnover. Calb's on the break.
Throw it down.
Calb puts it down. Brian Calb with the dunk in transition.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
talk about the fax machine once, did you? And if anybody's going to talk about the fax machine, it might have been him. He said we're all staring at the computers, pretending we know what we're doing, right? Signing day around the country. Good morning to you. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal. High school athletes all over America putting pen to paper and committing their immediate future. Where are we going to spend the next 4 or 5 years? And committing their immediate future to play college athletics at different places, and that includes a lot of local high school players as well. It's time to catch up with the voice of the people, the voice of ProView Networks. We welcome back to the show Sebastian Noel. Happy holidays, Sebastian. How you living?
Happy holidays. Good morning, guys.
How's things? You all right?
Yeah, for a great New Mexico Bowl. I had a lot of fun there.
Good to see you out there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you do it, man. You always get those matches. We need to put you in charge of scheduling for the My 50 game of the week, because we can't seem to get a good matchup for that game.
Yeah, we've been kind of fortunate as far as games going down to the wire over the last 17 years. We've had a pretty good percentage of those. It was a good day. It was good to see you out. Hope you had a good time, got enough to eat and drink, and I saw you smiling, hanging out with good people. So I thought you had fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right, talk about local guys signing. You got 3 guys locally in the metro area, Aiden Armenta, Nick Trujillo, and Evan Weissong, all signing with the Lobos. It's a big deal for them, big deal to stay home. Talk a little bit about the big names who are signing today, where they're going.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the big 3 that everyone's talking about. And with the Lobos' offensive woes, it's not a stretch to think that maybe Aiden Armenta could compete for that job, right? I mean, because that's the kind of quarterback that they're in desperate need of, a quarterback that can move the ball down the field. So that's the 3 that's going to get all the publicity, of course. So you had Jerry Kill on. I had the Cueva safety, Colt Mangino, was in my studio yesterday recording. And, he didn't quite want to come out and say it, but if I had to read the tea leaves, I wouldn't be surprised if he wound up in Crimson and accepted a preferred walk-on down there. Or so.
What did he say? Did you talk a little bit about it? Because I'm going to guess bowl game, the success, them winning down the stretch, the Liberty victory. I asked Jerry a little bit about it. How has it resonated with recruits? But did he talk a little bit at all about how it resonates from his end?
He certainly talked about the job Coach Kill has done this first year. He certainly talked about the trajectory of the team and how exciting it is to see the direction they're going in. So definitely all those things resonated.
It's interesting. Sebastian Noel's with us. He's the voice of the people. We're talking high school sports, and this being signing day. All right, who else? Any other athletes around the state that we should be looking at, going places that it's obviously a big day for so many people?
I mean, I think the head scratcher to me that he hasn't gotten more attention is Elliot Pasquet-Bell, the quarterback there at Volcano Vista. I think whoever ends up with him, and if that's a local team like Highlands or Eastern or one of those, whoever ends up with Elliot is going to have themselves a hell of a quarterback. So that's kind of the one head scratcher to me that he hasn't gotten more looks, because he had a very special year, and he's got a very unique skill set.
Is it size? Why do you think it is? Is it just because it was a one-year splash? What?
I certainly think so, Jeff. I think, the fact that he didn't come onto the scene till last year when he took over for the injured starter. So he doesn't come in until later in the season. His first 2 games are against Cleveland and Rio Rancho. We know how that went, right? Mm-hmm. And then so the season was, already late into district play at that point. Didn't have a lot of film the year before because of COVID. Well, no varsity film, right? And then this year, of course, we saw what he did. So, yeah, definitely. I think it's a lack of film and a lack of reps.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, so we'll watch that as they come in, and we talked to Jerry Kill a little bit about it. He didn't get into a lot of specifics. Danny Gonzalez will be with us tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll talk about what the Lobos do. All right, we're also in hoop season, deep into holiday tournaments, and we've had some really, really impressive showings. Anybody surprising you team-wise in the metro area so far?
Well, I think in the metro area, I think Rio Grande's off to a really nice start. It's 5-3. I think that's, Coach Armendariz has had some lean years there, but he's got Jonah Lopez back, who's kind of been his guy the last couple of years. He's mixed in a couple of young, big guys, and then he's got another guard by the name of Jonathan Lukesh. And so they've had a really nice start to their season. including a win against Sandia Prep. They beat Moriarty. They beat Gadsden. They beat Chaparral. Yeah, obviously that's not a who's who of powerhouses, but you reel off wins when you can get them. They played El Dorado pretty tight. They played Academy pretty tight. I think Academy is going to be in the championship game in 4A, in my opinion, so that's pretty big. I think all the other surprises are outside the metro area. Oregon Mountain is off to a great start down south.
Yeah.
The talk was that South was not going to be well represented this year. Maybe Carlsbad was going to be good, but Oregon Mountain is just fired out of the gate at 9-1. And then Capital, you didn't hear anything coming out of Santa Fe that Capital was going to be good this year, but Coach Gomez has them off to a 6-2 start.
What about Academy? People are telling me, and I haven't seen them yet, but I had two people come up to me during bowl week and say, have you seen Academy play? I think they're going to win state. I haven't seen them yet. Have you gotten a look at them?
Yeah, no, it's impressive. I mean, much more impressive than last year. They play with such pace this year. That starting unit is probably as good as anyone else's 5 in 4A. Probably the best. Joe Jack has been amazing. Obviously, they know what they have with Kellen Garris coming back from injury. He came back in the Academy tournament. Dylan McCluskey, you can't leave him open. He'll just kill you from 3. I think it's the pace that they're playing with this year. Now, a lot of teams are comfortable playing that fast, and they certainly are. I think, as much as it pains me to do this, you have to slide them ahead of the Knights at this point because I think they're that deep. They're that good. Del Norte's got one guy, and don't get me wrong,
really
he's really
good.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane Doma-Sanchez became the all-time leading scorer. He passed Scott Bamforth. I was able to get a chance to watch him last night against La Cueva. But they got one guy. And so unless they get contributions from someone else, a Roman Heilman, a couple of freshmen that are pretty good, and that's an easy team to guard. Academy presents all kinds of problems when it comes to having to guard them. So I think, and of course Highland, Highland's had 5 of their main guys gone because of some suspension issues. And so what they've done the last week and a half with a mix of a couple of varsity players and JV players and still winning games, and I've seen them during that stretch, it's been very impressive. And so I think when those other guys come back, it's going to help Highland tremendously. Their depth is going to be the best depth in 4A. If I had to pick a championship game right now, it'd be Highland and Academy, and there's no doubt about it.
Wow, man, that'd be fun too. Hey, I want to close on this. And I got invited Friday night. I just couldn't go with all the bowl stuff going on, out to Bulldog City, and they rededicated Jim Holzman Court, and Coach Holzman was there. And I've got to spend some time with Jim over the last couple of years. And at 92 years old, he is still incredibly sharp and incredibly witty. And I think sometimes as time goes on, I've been here 26 years, and I remember him coaching the last bunch of years and got to spend time with him and know what he meant to so many people and really know his story well. How do you put into words for people who might not know? They just we always see a name out of court. You see Bob King's name out of court, and okay, I'm sure he was something. What Jim Holzman meant to high school basketball and athletics in not only our city but our state, I almost feel can't be overstated. And the fact that he was there at Bulldog City wearing his green jacket and his white turtleneck on Friday night and all the people who came out, I'm really, really, really bummed that I missed it. I couldn't get there. But I want you to try to put into words what he means to this community, because there's none that I can think of. Ralph Tasker down in Hobbs, but I mean, when you think of high school basketball in the state, it's those two, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is, and they did battle a lot. I think, think about Coach Holzman. You talked to a lot of those former players that played for him at that time. It's not, and they don't ever talk about basketball. They talk about just, this is the kind of man Coach Holzman made me, or I wouldn't have went to college if it wasn't for Coach Holzman, or he still calls and checks on my family. So it's always those things. Basketball always tends to be pretty secondary when you talk to some of Coach Holzman's former players, and I think that speaks pretty highly of the man. And also that same night, they also had a court dedication at Bernalillo for Henry Sanchez. So 2 of the really big titans in coaching.
No doubt.
But yeah, that's one thing that's always stuck out. I've gotten a chance to meet a few of his ex-players that are coaching now that just speak so highly of Jim Holzman, the man. And that always comes before Jim Holzman, the basketball coach.
He's one of the most impressive men that we've had around here. What he did for as long as he did it, and with the people with whom he did it. You know, he talked about some of the kids, the at-risk kids, and they'll tell you their story now as men, how he turned their life around. You're 100% right. And I'm glad he got that recognition last Friday out of Bulldog City. All right, my friend, have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you. You'll be on with JJ next Wednesday, and then I'll catch up with you at the beginning of the year. But keep doing what you're doing. Catch him over on ProView Networks, and always appreciate the time, Sebastian.
Appreciate it, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Talk to you soon. Sebastian Noel, the voice of the people, and really, really good at what he does. Really good. All right, you and me the rest of the way? You good with that?
Let's do it.
All right, let me go see if I can empty the sleigh a little bit. 505-246-0610. Come on in and play radio with me and A-Marie on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. Looking for holiday gifts that won't be re-gifted?
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
And JJ Buck on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Winner last night in the pit, 94-63 New Mexico over Prairie View A&M, closing up the non-conference portion of the schedule, at least for now. 12-0 going into league play.
Let's go.
One of only 3 undefeated teams in America. Top-ranked Purdue, second-ranked UConn, and non-ranked New Mexico. Something wrong there?
Yes. Let's get ranked, baby.
I mean, really?
Put some respect on it.
They'll go into conference play 12-0. 14 blocked shots last night, 5 players in double figures, second best start in the history of the Lovell men's basketball program. Ladies were winners yesterday in Florida, in some hyphenated town that ends in Ritchie. 74-50. Did you catch the place? Hightown or Highlight?
Yeah, what?
Outside Tampa.
Yeah. I like Tampa.
See JJ in his yoked shirt.
I know. I don't feel like he's feeling Florida. Maybe he just wants to get home, but I like Tampa. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
He's gonna.
No, he was in his t-shirts and
no. It's like he's gonna be there. He's like come back. He's like, dang.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a little chilly. Actually, it's gonna be beautiful.
I'll be golfing. I don't know. He probably doesn't have time to golf. But
50-something degrees. I just got the email from Lobo Hobo. You should play the game this weekend. It's gonna be.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I posted something good for you this morning, Jeff. I posted what all the temps were gonna be in all the NFL games this week. Just let you know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry our success bothers you so much. This one says, when is UNM going to replace the aluminum bench seating and chair backs? My butt got frostbite.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you should bring a cushion.
Also,
and actually, Kirtland.
What do you guys new? Rookies?
Right, no.
What are you, rookies?
Kirtland Credit Union gave out seat cushions, which, by the way, BYU, I think, just launched in the air as they won, but they had seat cushions. Yeah, the aluminum benches do get a little cold. I'm not going to lie. I didn't have to sit on them. Don't get me wrong. Not that I sat once.
Whatever. I'm so over it.
Yeah, I am too. But you should have played down. My favorite one was the one yesterday that because in COVID we learned that you could schedule these games whenever. So we should schedule a few days out and never mind players and travel and everything else. But let me make it to your convenience. Rudy, I don't know. Did you have fun?
Oh, wow. That was a nice evening in the pit. It's just really great to see basketball back at UNM because I think that arena is special. And did you catch the 2-time behind the back bounce pass to Daisy for the dunk? Yeah. Have you ever seen that before?
Not from him, no.
I've watched a lot of basketball. I had never seen anybody do that. And it wasn't to show off, and it was to set up that pass. And so Jalen's just playing at a high level. So's Mash. Actually, everybody on the team. Javante had a little breakout there last night, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 12-0 team. Now, riddle me this. UConn and Purdue are both undefeated and ranked number 1 and number 2. New Mexico's undefeated, 12-0, but doesn't even get ranked.
That's correct.
Does that make sense?
I mean, they played a different schedule, but no. I mean, I think it's crap. I think, how New Mexico's not in the top 25, I think is ridiculous.
I think just out of respect, Jeff, for the body of work, I think they deserve to be ranked.
They will be on Monday. They will be next Monday.
Yeah, and I think, they just got to handle this break correctly, but I think they will. They seem like a pretty mature team. I was listening to Uncle Mo last night after the game, and they're all on the same page, so I'm really excited. Switching gears real quick, National Signing Day. I'll be there at Salt Yard tonight. I invite anybody else that wants to go from 6 to 7 to hear about what's going on. We got a new offensive lineman, a big diesel guy, 6'5", 310 pound. So, the one person that's not going to sit around and feel sorry for himself is Danny Gonzalez. Anybody that knows him knows that he's going to fight with everything he has to get this program turned around. And he will. And everybody goes, how come they haven't hired an offensive coordinator? So, Jeff, maybe you can spend a little time educating your listener base about how college coaching hires work. Nobody gets a job until the national championship game, right?
Usually.
There's a few. There's trickle. But that's the time that everybody's contracts are finished for whatever season they have. They're all released. There's, I don't know how many people you can interview in one day just sitting there in your hotel room at the national championship game. Because that's where all the coaches convene for their annual coaches
No, that's right. Hey,
convention.
I'm up against the music, but I got to move. But I will explain that when we get back. Have a great day, Rudy.
Very good.
Appreciate it. Thanks. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Zone.
I'm Steve Weissman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Us. Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with three-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Bond.
How's my timing?
That was like slick.
Just action. Me and A. Marie the rest of the way today. JJ will be back in your ear coming up at 10:30 from something. What's it called again?
The what?
Hickey Freeman.
I don't know. I still don't.
Something Richie.
I haven't even caught on to what it was
somewhere near
called
Tampa, Florida. Sunny Florida. Yeah, he's wearing T-shirts and little schmedium
It makes
T-shirts.
me want to golf.
Does it?
Well, not here, but I
Why
wanna
not
be
here,
there.
dude? I am determined to
golfing?
hit my new clubs this week. I don't even care. I just gotta go to the range. I gotta start my Christmas shopping today. I gotta start today. I run out of time.
I think you've done a good job so far. I mean, I've seen what you brought in.
Yeah. That was the easy part. And then I gotta hit my stinking clubs. Like, for crying out loud, you've been hearing about it for 2 months.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get the range today too. And then I'm working, right? We got expense reports and bills to pay, and yeah, I got work to do. So.
Hope you golf on your time off.
Yeah, so do I. I'm gonna go warmth. I think it's gonna be 81. I think. How's that feel? 81. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. All right, you're in on the voice, on the email, on the text line. That's not good. The temperature. That's easy. I don't care what the temperature is going to be anymore. I'm done.
Oh my gosh, guys!
You should have played on Christmas Eve. You should have played this day when it was good for me. All right.
Talk about the actual game. It was a great game. Let's talk about positive things. It was a lot of great things that came out of it.
Come on,
good job.
You know better than that. You
Yeah.
only get the ones that say there's too many bowls. Here we go. Well, we have to add a game to the red shirt rules so clubs have enough bodies to field a team because so many guys have already bailed at transfer portal. There are too many bowls. Really? So if there were like 3 bowls and guys were still going to the transfer portal, that would make a difference? The reason there's too many bowls is guys are going to the transfer portal, according to Rod. Rod hates the bowls, and there's too many, and he doesn't want anybody else to enjoy it. If he doesn't like it, nobody else should like it. Like, here's my deal. You know how, like, I'm not a big soccer fan, right? I watched the World Cup. I thought it was cool. But, like, if you love USL soccer or you love whatever, go do your thing, knock yourself out, have fun. It might not be my thing, but go do it. Rod's not that way. Rod doesn't like the bowls. He doesn't like the famous Idaho Potato Bowl or the New Mexico Bowl even. And so they should go where there's too many. You should enjoy what you enjoy because he doesn't. Like, I just don't understand people being bitter. Like I don't know Rod, I don't think. But I would hate to be just that grumpy. You know what I mean? Like, you enjoy different stuff than I do, right?
Absolutely.
We all do our thing. Somebody likes the bourbon, somebody likes the Tito's, somebody likes the wine, and somebody doesn't drink it all.
Like, we're big golf guys.
And
Some people don't like golf.
Right, but they like bowling or they like NASCAR. Dude, knock yourself out. Like, go find what makes you happy. But don't pee on my fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why, like whatever. But I'll read them, man. I'll read them because it amuses me. More than you think it pisses me off. It doesn't. You know why? Because we've been doing this for 17 years. We just put on a hell of a show, and we're going to continue to. So there's too many bowls. I don't know, man. I watched Boca yesterday. I watched famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I enjoyed them all.
So weird. Like, I love that there's this much football on right now.
Do we need a mascot? Like, what if could we, like, create some red and like half red, half green chili character
Yes.
that just ran around and
Christmas.
call him Chile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that'd be
And-
really
and
good. A
just run
mascot would be great.
Because the famous Idaho Potato Bowl's got one. And whatever that spud thing that runs around, it's actually pretty funny.
It definitely have to be like a chili or
Yeah. Like a
Zia.
like a red and green, like down the middle, almost chili,
Yeah.
and call him Chile or I don't know. I'm listening.
All right, I like this.
Orale.
Or
No. I know, huh?
I know, huh?
Yeah. See?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
No, I think definitely a mascot should be a.
Man, I'm working on it. All right, Lobos win last night in the pit. They are 12-0. Franco Harris has passed away at 72 years old. Carlos Correa has come to a deal with the Mets after it looked like he was going to the Giants. 12 years, $315 million ka-ching to be a New York baseball Met. And it looks like the Phoenix Suns and the Mercury are going to change hands. Robert Sarver gets run out of the league, and he's going to get a cool $4 billion, you disgraced human, $4 billion. $4 billion. God. Yeah. Matt Ishiba is buying it. He's a well-known and, I guess he's well-regarded within the league office. He's developed relationships with a number of owners. He's a former player. He wanted to be a part of this whole thing. He's been looking for a team. And so he's a mortgage guy. I'll tell you what, man, there's your business. Mortgage guy, $4 billion. So,
I don't even know 400 billion.
well, no, $4 billion.
4 billion. I mean.
Yeah, 4 billion.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, it
Same
also,
thing to me.
If you don't
Same
have,
thing to me.
Yeah, like you and me, we don't have the concept. So what's the difference? 4 billion, 4
Yeah,
billion, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
Just always blows my mind.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
Yes.
But that's where that is. So, yeah, the Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Mercury have changed hands. The Correa deal, if you take the $315 million over 12 years, it's over $26 million a year, which is like $500,000 a week. And that's like throughout the whole season, not just the baseball season.
That's ridiculous.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. That's why I'm.
$315 million divided by 12
It
is
just boggles me. And I'm used to it by
26.25.
now, Jeff. I'm used to these numbers. I just every time something happens, I'm just like,
No. Edward says, I think a good mascot for the New Mexico Bowl would be a 7-foot Zozobra holding a hot air balloon.
okay,
All right.
yeah, chili, hot. You know all the staples here.
Yeah, burning puppet.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Illuminaria maybe.
I know, huh? Illuminaria. A tumbleweed.
Did you see Matthew Stafford came out this morning and said
I will not retire.
the spinal cord contusion? It just popped up on my phone. Won't force him out of retirement.
Won't force him into retirement. Yeah.
Good news for you.
I guess. I guess. I'm hoping he could be the same.
I don't know why that was the hot news on my Twitter right now. That
Isn't it
just popped.
amazing how much different he looked before he got hurt this year than he did last
Absolutely,
year?
absolutely.
Like, I mean, I don't want to say quarterbacks fell off the cliff this year, but it feels to me like Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson, and Tom Brady really, really, really kind of hit that slide this year, and Matt Ryan. I mean, there's
Yes.
4 quarterbacks that felt like the cliff, not even a gradual slide.
It was bad.
Ryan and Wilson feel like the cliff hit. Tommy's had his moments. Stafford didn't look good.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Tommy in that category, but
Oh, you don't think he's on a slide, though?
he's on a slide. Yes,
But, I mean, the cliff was Wilson and Ryan, right?
yes. Biggest surprises for me this year.
And
Wilson's my biggest surprise, though.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Matt Ryan was to me. Matt Ryan looks horrible. I don't know that Russell Wilson's healthy, and I don't know even when healthy he's a top flight quarterback anymore. Even though he's getting $250 million, God bless him. But I look at those quarterbacks, and by the way, let me throw you one more guy that bet on himself that I don't know up to his market value. That's Lamar.
Oof.
Lamar had really good first 2 to 3 weeks. Do you think Lamar Jackson should be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
No.
I don't either. And if I'm Baltimore, I'm just going, look, man, we won games with Huntley. just like we won with you. I'm not telling you that Huntley is as good as Lamar Jackson, but I'm not breaking the bank and making him the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. He's good. He's top, pick your number. And I'll give you market value for a top 5 quarterback.
He's not top 5.
Okay, what's your number?
He's top 10.
Who's your top 5?
Currently, it'd be Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, okay. Jalen Hurts gonna get paid.
Yeah, he's up. Yeah, he's up there for me now, up in the top 5.
You put Herbert in there, or do you put?
Yeah, I'd put Herbert.
So you think Herbert's better than Lamar?
Yeah, and it's hard for me because I think Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are in the retirement mode for me. They're already getting paid, and they're always.
Aaron Rodgers is going to make $59 million.
No. I'm just saying if you're telling me who the top 5 quarterbacks are right now, but to get paid.
So you're going Mahomes, in whatever order: Mahomes, Allen, Hurts.
No, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert.
Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert.
Those are my top 5.
Okay,
right
that's
now.
fine. I think that, and Lamar doesn't crack that. No. And it's going to be interesting to see where Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson end up in this thing when they're healthy and they start playing again. Kyler Murray's out of that.
Yes.
Russell Wilson's out of that.
Got all the guys that got paid.
Matthew Stafford's out of that. No, the guys who got paid 100%. Right? Dak Prescott's not in that. Tua? I mean, he's having a really nice year, and he might be for MVP, but I don't think you put him in the top 5 above any of those guys, do you?
No.
Deshaun Watson? No. Well, I don't know.
We'll see next year, Jeff.
Trevor Lawrence?
We'll see next year.
Okay.
I think Trevor Lawrence has a bright future. Jags might end up winning the division now.
All right, so who's your next 5?
For current or in the future?
6 through 10. That's really good. They should get paid. Like okay.
Ooh, this is good.
Because it's a really good qualifier. Current
quarterbacks that need to get paid.
Well, no. Who's the best quarterbacks? Like, who's the best current quarterback? Is Aaron Rodgers in there? Is it? Do you have Lamar in your next 5?
I have Lamar at 10.
Okay. I mean, is Aaron Rodgers still in there? Is Tom Brady still in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyler Murray in there?
I'd say 8. No.
Derek Carr in there? Is Trevor Lawrence in there?
I want to put Trevor. I want to start putting Trevor up
Trevor's
there.
playing well.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then
right?
after that,
it's Tagovailoa in there.
Tua. Yeah, I like Tua a lot.
Okay.
I don't want him.
So how do you pay Lamar what he wants? If you're the Ravens, do you let him walk? If you're, or do you franchise him?
Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, I think, are going to be the next big ones to get paid.
Okay.
They're
Well, Jalen Hurts is going to get paid. Jalen Hurts is the next one
better
going to
get
get paid.
paid.
Jalen Hurts is the next one who's going to get paid.
Yes.
But where do you put? If you're the Ravens, you're franchising him. I think that's the only option because you can't give him. Look, he was hurt and he wasn't spectacular. He was really good the first 2 games, but he wasn't spectacular this year.
Ravens were a weird team. Their record for being leading the division, and now I think Cincy will take over. They
have.
Their play did not reflect their record to me.
Yeah, no, Cincinnati's 10-4, but the Ravens are 9-5. The Ravens are 9-5. All right. What do you do? Actually, this is a good question. So you're the Ravens and Lamar's up. You've given him that break the bank $250 million guaranteed that he's been holding out for?
Ooh, this is good.
Or you franchising him and pissing him off? That's what I'm doing. It's the opening drive, Jeff and Hey Marie on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal.
Have you figured out how to stream Thursday Night Football yet? We're still here, just being...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, So you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs.
Football, college football, and Danny Gonzalez is going to be with us tomorrow, talking about the Lobos crop. Jerry Kill was with us, not talking much specifically in regards to what New Mexico State has signed. However, this was on the tweeter. New Mexico State has signed a former 4-star quarterback from Texas A&M. I know y'all love Diego Pavia, and I like him too. But a 4-star quarterback, Eli Stowers, is transferred from Texas A&M to New Mexico State. I don't know why that feels like a pretty big deal to me. What do you think? Sound like something? I mean, does it sound like pretty legit to you? 505-246-0610. Huh. Good for them. All right. We're talking quarterbacks a little bit. Lee Marie and I. JJ's put on his Schmedium Lobo shirt. And
Swolium.
He looks good, man.
Yeah, no, he's working hard.
He's been working his backside.
Yeah.
He looks good. I ask you, what do you do off season? You're the Ravens. What are you doing? What are you doing with your guy Lamar? You giving him the contract he held out for. He bet on himself. And it's funny, after the first 2 weeks, we're like, oh, he's Aaron Judge. Right? He's having an Aaron Judge type season. He's freaking killing it. How do you not give him whatever? He's going to break. And then he kind of tapered off, and then he got hurt. And then they're winning with a backup quarterback. So are you giving Lamar that contract that he wants, or are you franchise tag? And I'm telling you, I'm leaning towards, I'm not giving him that guaranteed money. Now, if you want to tell me market value in somewhere in the area of, $220 million over whatever, how many years, $230 million, does he deserve a Kyler Murray deal? See, and this is where you get in trouble. Well, he's better than Dak and he's better than Kyler, and they got that money, and yeah, but they overpaid.
And Jeff, do you look at the team around them though? Because I was like, who are the Ravens receivers, and they have a top 5 ranked defense. They're ranked fifth, I think. Yep. And that's what I think has been helped Lamar Jackson's 100%. Cause. It's organized chaos on offense. I mean, I just saw Deshaun Jackson. They acquired Sammy Watkins this morning, and I don't even know what goes on. I'm not saying that's a huge problem, but they also need to get their offense in check because they do have a good mobile quarterback who can be unstoppable, but there's a lot that has to go on.
Their leading receiver is their tight end, and it has been for, 2-3 years? Mark Andrews is really good, but after
not
that...
in my fantasy this year.
They've gone through... But he's their leading receiver.
No, I know.
But to your point, for your fantasy, he scored 5 touchdowns, has 702 yards. Demarcus Robinson is their number 2 receiver. 419 yards, 1 touchdown. Devin Duvernay is now hurt, 407 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rashad Bateman was supposed to be their guy. He wasn't. And then go down the list of guys that they've tried to fit in there. No, I think that's absolutely legitimate. Now, that's probably not fair because Tua's got guys, Hurts has guys,
Dak has guys,
Trevor Lawrence has kind of made guys.
Yeah, no, that team, Doug Pearson's doing a good job. I think they might win the division now.
They might win the division now. I doubt it, but they might. That's fair. I mean, Justin Herbert's done it with most of his guys hurt.
Yeah.
Throwing guys like Jordan Paul or
Josh
Palmer. Yeah.
And all those teams too. They just like a lot of weapons. Even their running back situation is weird in Baltimore. You never know who's starting or who's hurt or whatever. Not to excuse that, but I think that comes into a big play with the quarterback.
100%. I mean, so do you tell me that's why Aaron Rodgers has dropped this year? Because he's had rookie receivers who are trying to figure out
and
what
their
they're doing?
defense isn't as good as they have been before.
Hardly, yeah.
So he has a dropped, but also just not as much production because he does have a lot of rookie young players that it's probably nice to develop around someone like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's had 3 really good receivers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mac Jones hasn't.
Again, the Patriots defense carrying them.
Tua Tagovailoa has. Zach Wilson has not. Now I'm going to give you 2 quarterbacks who I think have improved this year and don't have good receivers, and that's Justin Fields and, dare I say, Daniel Jones.
No, I like it. Guys, he's starting. I mean, they have maybe one receiver, but barely.
Well, each week it's somebody different.
Yeah.
And they're hurt. When was the last time the Giants had a guy that you went? It was Odell, right?
Yeah, I was Odell. And before that, Victor Cruz.
Yeah, Victor Cruz. That you went. Oh, they got a guy. They got a dude.
Yeah.
Right. Daniel Jones
backs.
saved his career this year.
Totally.
He was the guy going in where we're like, okay, this is a year for him. He's got to make it happen. Him and Marcus Mediocre. And Marcus has been benched. Anybody else that you look at him? The other one was Jared Goff. Jared Goff saved his career this year. If you're the Lions, do you need a quarterback in the first round this year?
No.
I don't think you do either. Now, you got to figure out what you're going to do with Jared Goff and how much you're going to pay him and what's he worth. But where does Jared Goff play in your
No,
role?
their offense is really good. They need to draft some DBs and work on their defense. But it's even improving throughout the season, their defensive line. And Jared Goff, though, he's up there. He's up there with Kirky with me.
He's that mid-level.
Yeah.
By the way, I think he got better this year. Jared Goff has thrown 23 touchdowns and 7 interceptions this year. He's completing 65% of his passes. They're 7-7. He was a former first-round pick. Now, who's he throwing to? Amon-Ra St. Brown's pretty good, but then he's made receivers out of Khalif Raymond and Josh Reynolds and DJ Chark.
Yep.
Come on now.
And who was the one from Alabama? He just came back. He scored a
He
touchdown.
did. Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just came back and they drafted him something, but again, what happened there? I mean, he hadn't been there all year.
And they have DeAndre Swift. They have Jamal Williams. They have a bunch of weapons all around Jared Goff too.
Nate Sudfeld is their backup.
Yeah, and David Blau.
Okay, I don't even think they kept him.
No.
But so if you're the Lions, did you say this season, Jared Goff might be our guy for another couple of years?
Yeah.
I mean, what did he do to make you think you're going to find something better in the draft?
He isn't, and he's staying consistent. He's staying explosive. He's not turning over the ball.
And there's a couple of guys. What did you do if you're the Giants? Is Daniel Jones your guy? I mean, you're not paying him a bank load.
No, but
is he your guy? Daniel Jones has you in playoff contention, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, completing 66% of his passes. Now, you're decent because Saquon was healthy, but who's he throwing to? Darius Slayton, Richie James, Wendell Robinson, Isaiah Hopkins, Daniel Bellinger. Come on now. Tanner Hudson. Come on. Daniel Jones saved his career this year, too. I think Jared Goff made himself a little more money. Daniel Jones did, too. Justin Fields progressed on the track in which they hoped he did. And Geno's the other one. I mean, Geno's got an NFL career ahead of him. Is he their quarterback? They got to draft a quarterback, right? For the future.
yes.
In Seattle, right? Because
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Drew Lock's going to get the job done behind Geno.
I mean, he didn't win the job in the
Absolutely did
offseason.
not.
He's your backup guy and whatever. No. They got to figure it out. All right, 505-246-0610. We can talk quarterbacks. If you want to get on Global Basketball last night, please do.
Yeah.
They're 12-0, and they're rolling. And if you were at the pit last night, I'd love to hear your thoughts as they go into the break and go into league play. 12-0.
Speaking of the 12-0 Lobos, I have the perfect place for you to go before and after the Lobo games. I found it. It's the best brewery, my favorite brewery in town. I've been telling you about it. It's 377 Brewery. It's named after the flight wing at Kirtland Air Force Base. You guys, it's literally located right around the corner from the pit on the northwest corner of Yale and Gibson. It's also close to the airport. I know you're going to picking up families. The Lobos have games over the next 2 weeks. I want you to go check out this spot. Cliff and Fred are local owners. They're hands-on. They want to create a place where good friends can enjoy good food and great beer. You got to try the Dark Ops. It's my favorite. They have a great kitchen. They're open from 11 to 11 every day, except on Sunday. They close at 10. Again, there's TVs everywhere. It's your perfect spot. I know you all have been waiting for a perfect spot to pregame and postgame for all your Lobo events. So check them out at 377brewery.com.
His record.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Young, here's one up off the rim. Jarek Dudahl with that shot, and Mask underneath. Defense is not there in time. Good move by Justin Mask.
Well, first. Nice pass. That's working that flex offense right there. And there's another timeout for Coach Bardella.
Montez scans the scene, finds the corner, shot is up. Ooh, there's another one. Aris, that's 9 for Aris as she's hit.
And Coach Segura said there have been some injuries on preps as far as the players, so maybe playing zone right now.
Fight's 3 is good. Jackson Fight knocks it down for the left side, from the left side for the Sun Devils. They lead by 10.
They're playing.
The perfect 36 on his ACT composite. Big 3! Buried in by Dylan McCleskey.
Trifectas of her own. Fires it off down low. Campos off the glass, and there it is.
Quick this shot, they got a shot up with 5 seconds. Transition 3's up, and it hit at the buzzer by Ian Hoinsberg. Picture perfect execution, ball it hit the ground in 5 seconds.
Ball is stolen away by Montoya. Sartans are on the break. Calb finds Trujillo. Pump fake. Trujillo was rejected by Terrell. Rebounded by Calb. Hook shot is up. It's good. 2 points for Brian Calb.
Go one-on-one, and this is good things usually have. Oh, great.
H.A. Rivera.
I think the story in this one is the pressure defense that has turned up. They force another turnover. Calb's on the break.
Throw it down.
Calb puts it down. Brian Calb with the dunk in transition.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact.
All right, we're talking, recruiting, Lobo Hoops, quarterbacks. It's recruiting day. It's signing day. JJ's organization is a mess. When you're concussed, aren't you supposed to stay in a dark, quiet place, it says?
What?
And then it's got Russell Wilson being concussed, and he's just fine. I guess he was out at the casino. Where's this at? On the Fan, 104.3, the Fan.
I'm sorry, I missed who was out?
Denver. Russell Wilson would be his name. He's the quarterback.
No, I'm saying what happened?
So Broncos
I
made a
didn't hear this.
decision, right, that they thought was in the best interest of Russell Wilson. He might not agree to it, but he said he'd abide by it. So that was last week, right, when their head coach Nathaniel Hackett announced that Russell Wilson, despite having that full clearance from concussion protocol, would not play against Arizona. It was framed as an organizational decision. Russell Wilson was a forefront. And look, man, I mean, he took another violent hit against the Chiefs the week before. He evidently lost consciousness for a second or two on the field. It was scary, and reminds you what these guys go through every week. So Wilson practiced all week. Evidently, he wanted to pass all the protocols, play against Arizona. He's competitive. And the Broncos season's not good, probably a lost cause. He wanted to be on the field. So his head coach announced on Friday that Russell Wilson was not allowed to play. And if you recall, Russell, and I was out of this whole thing in my world, but Russell, I kind of got a glimpse of this. Russell was disappointed, but he was diplomatic. He said, quote, you can't officially get cleared until today, but I officially got cleared. You know, I was planning on being ready to rock and roll and play for us. That was his quote. Didn't happen. And they won the game, right? Denver beat the Cardinals 24-15. They ran the ball well, and nobody will ever remember it, right?
Correct.
They beat Colt McCoy and Trace McSorley and whatever. I mean, I nobody remembers the game ever. They didn't remember that night. All right, so what happened in the hours after Russell Wilson was given the news that he was on the bench? I guess they're making a big deal of up in Denver. Russell and his wife, Ciara, took a trip up the hill to one of the many casinos in Black Hawk. And social media went nuts as Wilson was at the blackjack table. And it's like there's pictures of him playing blackjack, and it says, "When you know you're not playing Sunday." And so the next morning, there was a picture of him and Ciara on his Instagram. He called it a date night with my love, and he wrote #blackjack, and he used the emojis of different card suits. And it was a picture, something you've seen, a fun night with a person you love, and people are losing their mind. Basically, they're saying it was a message to those who held him out. It's unlikely that Russ, they say, was filled with anger about the decision, but certainly a subtle point made, whether that be to the CEO, Greg Perner, the general manager, to Hackett, whoever sat him down, he wanted to play and he was out of the town. I don't know. Am I supposed to be angry that Russell Wilson went to the casino?
No.
I'm not, right?
What do you want the man to do?
Well, they wanted him to sit in a dark place, and he had a concussion, and just sit there and get better. And he was cleared, and they weren't playing, and so he went out to the casino and played blackjack.
With his wife.
I
guys are acting like he's. It's not like he's being active.
I guess the rage is missing me here. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Got to humanize athletes, guys.
I wanted to run it by you.
He can't work out. He can't play. He's hanging out with his wife.
Yeah. I wanted to run it by you, make sure that I wasn't missing something here.
No. Thank you. I didn't see that. I'm glad I didn't see it though. But thank you for bringing it to my attention. They just don't like how this season went. That's why they're really mad. They're projecting.
Okay.
Anything he posts, they're gonna make fun of the Let's Ride. They're gonna make fun of that they paid him too much. They're gonna make fun of how trash of a season this been. He just went out with his wife. What's wrong with you guys?
Seems pretty easy, right?
It's probably cold out too. I'm surprised they left their house. Denver's having like a -50 wind chills.
Is it that bad?
It's something on Thursday. Like it's something ridiculous.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
We're getting wind, right?
Yeah.
What?
Staying home. Stay.
Text line. Mud says there are a lot of bulls, but not enough plates. Ha 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 ha. Tell them.
Hey, that was a good one.
Tell them. It says tell them haters to kiss bolas. Yeah. New Mexico mascot should be a cool road runner, maybe in sunglasses. Okay. Listen. The Danny Gonzalez hater says, glad to hear that 7 wins, 24 losses later, and the worst offense in the country 2 years running, that Danny isn't feeling sorry for himself and is ready to kick some ass now, LOL. Hey, Danny Gonzalez, C-O-N, capital. A true pro at evaluating talent. He's probably petitioning to get that top-notch stud Miles Kendrick another year. This dude just doesn't like Danny, man. That's cool. That's cool. Look, 7-24 is the record. You are what you are, right?
Yep.
It's a big year for Danny. I think he knows that too.
I'm sure Danny knows that.
Yeah.
Coaches know what their job is.
Yep. All right, what else we got? 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. If you were joining us late this morning or currently or now, Franco Harris has passed away. The legendary Steelers running back, 72 years old. Just 2 days shy of the 50-year anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, which is crazy. It's the way things play out. But he was a stud at Penn State. He was a stud of the Steelers. Somebody called him the Derrick Henry of his day. I thought that was actually really good. But he was synonymous with those great Steeler teams and the Steel Curtain. And 72 years old, man. It's going to catch us all, isn't it?
Father time.
It's going to catch us all. All right. What do I get today? I get one bowl game? Is that what we decided? How do I only get one? It feels like I should get more today.
Wednesday? What bowl game?
I get the I get Western Kentucky game. I get the what date's today? 20? No, what's 21? I get the Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl today. 9 o'clock
Let's
tonight.
go.
Western Kentucky, South Alabama. We got.
Kentucky.
I think I'll take Western Kentucky.
Me too.
Then tomorrow,
I didn't see the points, but
tomorrow the weather's going to come in for the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Baylor and Air Force. It's a good one. And then Friday we get a few. We get Independence and Gasparilla. We're off and running. Aztecs play Christmas Eve.
let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Out in Hawaii. It's going to be nice. And then the Aggies get the next one after that, day after Christmas, in the Quick Lane Bowl in beautiful Detroit. I will wrap it up. Got time for you to still correspond. 505-246-0610. Hope you're watching the show every now and then over on ProView Networks. Adrian produces there every day. We're on Comcast Channel 26 and across our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, The OD in the AM. It's me and A. Marie. I'm getting you to the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. 10:30, JJ will take over from Florida with women's basketball. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Patrick Mahomes enjoying it.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Young, here's one up off the rim. Jarek Dudahl with that shot, and Mask underneath. Defense is not there in time. Good move by Justin Mask.
Well, first. Nice pass. That's working that flex offense right there. And there's another timeout for Coach Bardella.
Montez scans the scene, finds the corner, shot is up. Ooh, there's another one. Aris, that's 9 for Aris as she's hit.
Hey, Coach Segura said there have been some injuries on preps as far as the players, so maybe playing zone right now.
Fights 3 is good. Jackson Fight knocks it down for the left side, from the left side for the Sun Devils. They lead by 10.
They're playing.
A perfect 36 on his ACT composite. Big 3! Carried in by Dylan McCleskey.
Trifectas of her own. Fires it off down low. Campos off the glass, and there it is.
Look at how quick this shot. They got a shot up with 5 seconds. Transition threes up, and it's in at the buzzer by Ian Hoinsberg. Picture perfect execution. Ball that hit the ground in 5 seconds.
Ball is stolen away by Montoya. Spartans are on the break. Cal finds Trujillo. Pump fake. Trujillo was rejected by Terrell, rebounded by Kalb. Hook shot is up, it's good. 2 points for Brian Kalb.
Go one-on-one, and this is good things usually have. Oh, great.
H.J. Rivera with...
I think the story in this one is the pressure defense that has turned up. They force another turnover. Kalb's on the break.
Throw it down.
Kalb puts it down. Brian Kalb with the dunk in transition.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for
the sports animal.
Wrapping you up on a whatever day it is morning. What the heck is it, Wednesday? Jeff A. Marie, JJ will be back in your ear coming up in about 41 minutes, courtside. Albertsons Radio Row, Lobo Women in Mississippi State. I was down in Mississippi earlier this year. It's not Mississippi, I was told. It's Mississippi. You got that?
Got it.
No matter how you spell that damn word, it's not Mississippi. Mississippi. I got it, Mississippi. Got an email from Grady. You can send it to Jeff at sportsanimal.abq.com or, well, that's probably where I'll get it. Positive vibe spreaders of the OD and the AM. I've lived in New Mexico 49 of my 52 years of life. And I think I'm finally starting to put some things together. The New Mexico inferiority complex is real. A lot of us just assume we're underdogs, not up to snuff, etc. I mean, I think that's why so many of us opine away, worrying about how we'll look on a national stage or not wanting to be embarrassed on national TV. Reputation matters more than actual substance for way too many of us. For example, when people cry and bellyache about Lobo basketball's non-conference scheduling, mainly because they haven't heard of a lot of the teams. Interestingly enough, you're hearing or not hearing about a squad doesn't have anything to do with how good a program they are. Now apply that logic to too many bowls. Take some of the bowls have funny or weird names, and some bowl names have changed over the years. Simply enough, some of us just can't get past the names of some of these bowls. And if we've never heard of them and or think the name is funny, the quality of the games must be inferior, right? The quality of the New Mexico Bowl since its inception cannot be questioned by any metric. Same for a lot of other bowls. Grady says you've done an exemplary job of explaining that. Some people just can't get past the fact that it's not named the Rose Bowl. Put your watering can down, my brother. Those rocks are wet enough. Speaking of Albuquerque High School basketball, Santa Fe St. Michael's, a top 2 ranked squad in 3A, beat the Bulldogs last night down in Metro in OT by 5. St. Mike's Adam Montoya had a career-high 48 in the victory. Congrats to him. We in the Village hope he cools off a bit as the Panthers' first-round opponent in the Stu Clark Holiday Tournament at New Mexico Highlands is the Horsemen of St. Mike's. Hopefully it'll be a good matchup. Happy Hanukkah to my sports animal brothers and sisters celebrating Grady in Santa Fe by way of the Albuquerque metro area. Amory, I think I tell you this all the time. Just because you haven't heard of something doesn't mean it's not good.
Absolutely.
We hit every April. There's teams that make deep runs in the NCAA tournament. You go, whoa.
Oh.
And if they were a Lobo opponent in November, you'd gripe that they're a cupcake. Right?
Beauty of March Madness, though.
Yeah, but you find out they're actually a really good team.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
if Belmont came in?
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yes.
The year Robert Morris went to the Final Four. If they were in a pit in November, you'd have been screaming, oh, another cupcake. Now, look, last night's team wasn't very good, Prairie View A&M. But South Alabama was decent. Southern Utah was good. Northern Colorado was decent. They beat Colorado State. St. Mary's was good. Now, look, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that this is the best non-conference schedule Lobo basketball's ever had. But they're 2 years and really a year away from look what they were, right? And so you put together a schedule that you need to build your program and get yourself in a position. And here they are, 12-0. One of 3 teams in America out of the 361 Division I programs who are undefeated. So he's right. He's right. Sometimes, and we do this all the time. Well, if I don't know about them, my mom tells me this. I never heard of them. Really, Mom? You never heard of that band Daddy's listening to? You're 85? I never heard of them. All right, okay. I wouldn't expect you did. Right? There's stuff I know about that you don't know about. There's stuff you know about that I don't know about. And hopefully we're open-minded enough to know just because we haven't heard of them doesn't mean they're not any good. So I appreciate that. All right, what's my breaking stuff this morning? News that maybe you didn't know about. Franco Harris passed away, 72 years old.
Big news.
Carlos Correa, 12 years, $315 million with the Mets. Aaron Judge was named captain. $360 million gets you the captainship, too. He's only the 14th captain in the history of the Yankees. That's kind of a deal, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's different if you're the captain of the Texas Rangers or the Seattle Mariners. You're the captain of the Yankees. It's kind of a thing, huh?
Kind of a thing. He has a nice paycheck to go with it.
Yeah, $360 million worth of paycheck.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. We'll watch the list today as signings come in for New Mexico and New Mexico State football, and it looks like New Mexico State got a former 4-star quarterback transfer from Texas A&M. To me, what I've seen, that is so far the headline. They got I'm just looking at what they've got. They got a wide receiver from, it looks like Pittsburgh to me, a wide receiver from Corona, California, a defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, California. That's Pittsburgh without the H at the end of it. So, I mean, they got guys coming in.
And there's Lobo Talk tonight.
And there's Lobo Talk tonight, and Danny will be on, I believe, talking about signing day. So that's a big deal. Yeah. So that's good stuff. That's really, really, and it's exciting as you build the future of your program. All right, what do you got today?
We got one bowl.
Western Kentucky, South Alabama, right?
Finish Christmas shopping.
Dude,
Enjoy the bowl.
I need to start.
Wrap your presents and watch the bowl. That's what I might do, actually.
Well, okay, so I almost emptied my sleigh. I got a few more things. I got to go see the boss.
Yeah.
The big
And
boss.
also, thank you so much. You're very kind.
Oh, you're welcome.
Very
So,
giving.
Do I wait to see what the big boss has to say before
Before you give
him
him the bottle?
I mean, I kept the bottle of the good stuff for him too. I mean, I don't know. Is it? Not really sure what I'm walking into over there. So, no, of course I'll give him the good stuff and then say, "Hey, what's up?" If you want to get in, I think what we got. I guess Hey, Marie's got something. The phone's ringing at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Bree, good morning to you. How are you?
Great, and yourself?
Good, thank you. What's going on, Bree?
Well, here's what I was going to say. To probably anybody that's out there giving this naysayers about who you haven't played and this, and this, I'm from Wichita originally. I was there during Wichita State's undefeated season. It doesn't matter who you play. It doesn't matter. The matter is that at the end of the day, on any given day, anybody can beat you. And for you to be that good and be undefeated and 12-0, it's amazing, and not to let anybody take that away from the team.
It's a great point, Bree. Your perspective is right on. Have a Merry Christmas. Don't be a stranger, okay?
You too, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Bree.
Bye.
Call again.
I like
she's
that.
right.
Quick.
Like, look, man. Yes.
Strong.
Yes.
Bree, Bree, good job.
Yeah. And, oh, by the way, you're 12-0.
Oh, yeah. No big deal.
All right. Thank you to Jerry Kill for being with us today. They leave tomorrow for Detroit to play in the Quick Lane Bowl against Bowling Green through the Aggies. Sebastian Noel was with us as well. The Jim Rome Show is next for a little while. JJ will crack the mic from Florida at 10:30 with Lobo Women's Basketball. Then you get Two Men On coming your way at 4 o'clock. We're back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio beginning at 7 a.m. Great job today.
Oh, thank you.
As always.
Thank you for the gift.
Oh, you're welcome. Adrian, great work. Appreciate everything you do. Have a great day. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will see you tomorrow.
New Mexico.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Here at Clark's Pets, we understand your pets. We take meticulous time to find out more about them. Dig deep into their world to understand their needs. We do research for knowledge of each pet, so you can trust Clark's Pets to provide you the best products and service for your pets, because we work hard to understand all of their needs. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant.